Hi guys, Aussie and welcome to episode 36 of the World Tour at Sport Boys in Peru, and today we have two big games. So first up against local rivals, big rivals, Alianza Lima in the Torneo Group A, and then we go to Brazil to play Palmeiras in the Copa Libertadores, our second group game, having lost our first group game in Brazil to Flamengo. We really need to make sure we get something out of this game against Palmeiras, or else getting out of the group is going to begin to look a little bit sketchy. Now, we haven't missed anything since last episode. We've come straight back, but you can see we're in a little bit of a run of form here. Only won one of our last 5 games. 3 draws in there, so it's not the worst, but would really like to get things back on track here. Now, if we look at the league table, you can see the board wants us to reach the final of this Torneo thing. Now, to do that, we need to win the group, and to win the group, we obviously need to beat Alianza Lima to first place. They're currently ahead of us by a point. We're just over halfway through it. So, it's important that we get something out of this game. If we were to lose, it would get a little bit difficult for us then at that point. So let's have a look at the team that we're sending out now with an eye firmly on the Palmeiras game. This is the team that we are going to be sending out. It's Paradi in goal. It's Cosio, Rato, Tapamula and Bizu as the back four. Rato, of course, making his debut. Mongolan and Goivin in midfield. Aguirre comes in, one of our young prospects from the academy, a winger. Decent prospect, so we need to give him first team football. So hopefully he'll prove worthy of that. Fry and Elias. Elias, again, one of the youngsters coming through, beginning to develop quite nicely. And Saravea, still looking for his first goal for the club. He goes up top. Alright, here we go. We can see the way that they are lining up, pretty much matching up man for man with us. Now, I don't think they are in the... Are they in the Libertadores? I don't think they are. So they sort of have 3 weeks in between, which makes it a little bit easier for them here. I think just Calm, what do we say here? Calm, go out there and impress me, I think. Calm, we have faith. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's a big game. It's a big game, which usually how Rato goes on his debut, of course. Potentially a really, really good defender for us. And Saravia, we really, really do need him to start putting in some performances for us. Good tackle from Goivin there to start us off. You know, like we've invested quite a bit in him by Peruvian standards. What is that for a pass? By Peruvian standards, so we do need him to start basically showing us what he can do. And this is not good defending. First up, we got away with that one. 4 minutes in and they've hit the post. They've walked straight through the middle of our defence. I'm wondering if we close up the lines and maybe go a bit narrower, having seen that, because they just walked straight through us. There was absolutely no one there. So hopefully that'll stop that happening again, because we got lucky to get away with that, weren't we? On their heat map, they were quite narrow, so I am wondering if perhaps I should have done that to start with. Tapamula gets a head away. Rato chests it down. Can he play it out for Aguirre? He can. It's kind of stalling. Just use your fullback there. There we go. Bizu. Is this going to be something good, or is it we going to give it away here? Aguirre, I should say. Go on, son. A little bit of... it's just a horrible pass, wasn't it? But Fry's rescued it. Goivin picks it up. It goes... It's a stunning ball for Elias. Elias pulls it back, and it's Saravea! Finally, he has his first goal for the club. He got a few in pre-season. I thought he was going to do well, and he's just absolutely frozen when the games got competitive. But that was more like it, wasn't it? Fry did really well to rescue it. Goivin's played a sumptuous pass for Elias. Elias, a little bit of a deflection on the pullback. But Saravea is not making any mistake with that. That was a gift, and he has cashed in on that gift. Excellent stuff. 1-0 in the derby. We'll give him another get creative, see if we can keep capitalising on this. They have had a lot of shots at goal, but no possession. It's really, really weird, isn't it? It looks like, I mean, they obviously are either shooting from anywhere. Ball comes in, headed away. Fry's there, back into the mixer, headed away again. Are we going to get to this, please? They have a man there first. We're retreating. And Bizu's done well. Well done, Bizu. He's flattered to deceive, I think, so far, Bizu. We haven't really seen any outstanding games from him. And given that he's a foreign player, we do need a little bit more. Here goes Elias again. He's dinked in across there. It's there for Saravea again! 2 goals in 25 minutes. He couldn't score to save himself, and now he has 2. Both assisted by Elias as well, so he's having a stunning game. Really, really good stuff. Look at the movement here. This is what we signed him for. Good movement, good finishing. He chests it down, or he doesn't chest it down, he brings it down. Goalkeeping is questionable at best. But that's not our problem. That's for them to worry about. And Saravea, 2 goals, and suddenly it looks very comfortable, doesn't it? I don't understand where all these shots are coming from. They've only got 4 on target. They must just be shooting from anywhere. Goivin, it's this nice little play here. Mongolan in for Saravia on a hat-trick, of course, suddenly. Bizu gets forward for Aguirre. What can he do? Aguirre hacked clear. Are we going to get caught out? No, it's easy for Rato to bring down, and we launch and we go again here. Cosio in for Elias for Mongolan. Oh, nice little back flick. Look at this. We're bringing out the party pieces now. Saravia out for Bizu. Can Bizu pick out someone in the box? No. Are we going to get caught out forward here? We just might, no. Well done. Tapamola's quickly onto that. This is, just broken down. I was just about to say, this is some really, really good passing pressure, but suddenly we have a very long highlight going here, and we don't have the ball, and that worries me. Maya's turned. He's running at us. They're still running at us. There's a man at the back post, and he can't miss. That's disappointing. We'll give it a concentrate. That was... He just turned us, ran at our back four, and we just froze, didn't we? We didn't know what to do. And look at this, ghosting at the back post. Need to do better than that, Cosio. He's experienced. He shouldn't be letting that happen. So, game back on again at 2-1. It's a really... These match stats are really, really strange, aren't they? They're really strange. Aguirre hasn't had his best game. To be honest, he's looked a little out of his depth here, hasn't he? I do wonder, actually, if we should take him off at half-time. We can put Saravea out there and bring on Castro to play up top. Because he hasn't looked ready, has he? We've given him a chance here. I'm going to say I'm not happy with that. We've scored 2 goals, but we haven't really done anything else in that game, have we? We'll give Aguirre a little bit of time in this second half to see if he wakes up a little bit. But every time we saw him get the ball, he just didn't quite look like he knew what to do with it, didn't he? Gave it away a few times as well. Rato's on a booking now, which isn't ideal. Let's give it a get creative. It's a good tackle from Tapamola. Hacked clear by Cosio, but the ball is not in our possession. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's go and win this thing back. Good pressure there. Come on, boys. Come on. The narrow defense does... They're not really getting down our flanks, are they? So the narrow defense seems to be working okay. That's a ball into the... just as I said, they're not getting down our outsides. That's poor defending again. Is that Cosio again? Bizu this time. We're just not going with their runners, are we? We don't need to see that again. We've dropped to second place, and suddenly it's not looking good for us, is it? So we're going to have to make some changes here. We are going to bring Castro on for Aguirre, and we can push Saravea out there. He's fine. He can play as a winger. That's not anything he's not capable of doing. So that's fine. Fry's not having a great game. We do have young Jean Curry on the bench. Not against bringing him on, to be honest, but we'll just see how we go for now, playing like this. Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to say we're being outplayed, but the highlights don't sort of suggest that, do they? The highlights suggest it's an even game. And if anything, we're sort of getting ourselves caught out on the counter-attack. Here's Tapamola for Mongolan. Can we go back in front here? Saravea, of course, playing out wide now. Or on the right side anyway. Maybe not that wide. Goivin in for Elias. Elias has a shot. And, it's not the best, is it? They've hacked it forward. It should be easy for Rato. It is. Cosio flicks it on. Can Elias get to that? No. And are we going to get caught out here again? Come on, boys. Come on. Oh, it's... Bizu, you've got to bring... How much time do you want, Bizu? You've got to bring that down, and Parati makes the save. I think we need to drop off a bit here. Maybe we should have done that a little bit sooner, but... Yeah, I think we need to do that. Let's leave it at that for now. Alright, can we defend the set piece here? Suarez to knock it in. It's headed away by Rato. Not far enough, though. It's still with Alianza Lima, and that is going to be another corner. We're just under constant pressure here, aren't we? I do wonder, I don't usually do this, I do wonder if maybe playing on the counter-attack here might be a better option for us. Let's demand more. See if we can get some sort of focus or motivation out of them. Anything. There we go. All right, here we go. A couple of minutes to go here. This would be a fantastic time to knock in a third. Edge of the area. Mongolan has time. He has space. He has the time and space, and he doesn't find the target. Just knocks it past the post. Fry still isn't having his best game, so we'll bring on the kid. He's getting tired now anyway. Goiven's looking tired as well, and Mongolan. Neither of them are having the greatest game. Let's bring Vega on for Mongolan. Is there anything? A draw isn't the worst result in the world. It's at home though, so I would have liked to have won it. Oh, we're not going to go lose it though, are we? Get that away. Oh, it's in the middle of the box, and it's clear. All right, here goes Elias. What can he do? Holds it up for Goiven. Still 30 seconds to go here. This could be time. Castro, and he's just run into the man. He's just run straight into him. He's tried to bulldoze him out of the way, and Parati picks that up, and that should be it. Having gone 2-0 up, I really think we should have probably held out for this, but they were relentless, weren't they? They just kept pouring forward, and in the end, the Mongolan chance aside, we were kind of hanging on there, weren't we? So it's difficult to argue when you look at the match stats that a draw isn't a fantastic result for us, but I feel like there was more in that game for us. We'll say unlucky and we'll move on. So there we go, lucky to draw. Like I say, the match stats would back that up, but I don't think the highlights necessarily did for most of the game. Let me know what you think in the highlights. I think we were definitely better first half than second half. It's good to see Saravea get his goals. The other thing is too, and that was essentially a B team for us. It wasn't the first choice team, so to come out of that with a draw maybe isn't the worst thing that happened to us. Anyway guys, wait right there. We'll be back for Palmeiras in the Copa Libertadores. Okay, welcome back. It is time to face Palmeiras of Brazil. You can see they are the favourites. They're in excellent form. Our form, it's officially poor now, which isn't great. But we've kind of known that that's been the way it's going for a little while now. You can see in the league table, it's really important we take something from this game. Otherwise, we could find ourselves well and truly out of touch with the top two teams. Given that it's a home game, we really do need to be, as I said, getting at least something. Now, we're expecting them to play 4-4-2. So we're making a tactical change of our own to try and counter that. And this is basically the team. It's Parati in goal. It's Lopez, it's Tassio, Robles, Rato, and Andy as a back five. But the fullbacks or the wingbacks will definitely be looking to get forward. Emerson's on the bench. He wasn't really fit enough for this one. He's kind of fit. He's kind of back in training, but not really. Doesn't have 90 minutes in him. Liate and Martinez, they go in midfield. Placido in behind Rojas and Galindo. That's the strike force. Let's see what we can do here. So they are indeed playing 4-4-2. So that's good. That's a win for our scouts. What do we say to this? Go out there and cause an upset. We're the underdogs. Show them what you've got. Let's go with that. Everyone's relaxed. What we like to see. Some calm. We have faith. Let's hope we can get a performance here. If we play well and we lose, then kind of fair enough. We need to get something from this game, but I'd be relatively happy, if we just do ourselves justice. It is supposed to be a sellout according to all the pre-game stuff, so the fans have packed in. Looks like Flamengo's already gone in front in the other game. Ball into the box! It's just over. Oh, so close from Tassio. This is his former club, apparently. That was asked of me in the press conference. I think we got him on a free, but he may have been released, or he obviously was released by Palmeiras before we got him. Parati with a nice ball out there to find Andia. Right on the sideline. What can we do? Rolls it forward there for Galindo. Oh, just can't quite beat his man there. And are we going to pay the price for that giveaway of possession? Malcolm comes forward. Ball out there. Zico being marked diligently by Rojas. He's done excellently there. Can we launch a counter-attack while they've got their men forward? We've launched it forward, but there's no one there. Couldn't quite find touch either, so... Can we win this ball up the pitch here? It's a lot to ask for of Placido. He's got 4 men there and a lot of space to close down. Come on, boys. Come on, close this down. Close this down! Oh, it's easy for Parati. The weak shot. Good pressure on the ball. We've just about got away with that. All right, relatively even game so far. Now we have a corner to defend. I get that away. Ooh. Just over. Perhaps a little bit lucky there. We'll give it another get creative here. I would say, touch wood, so far so good here. They are just getting on top of us a little bit. But we're through, near enough to half an hour. And we haven't really... we've given as good as we got. We had that one chance from a corner. They've had a couple of chances. But, given that, they're a Brazilian team and we're a Peruvian team, that's all fine, I think. Rato's on a booking, which isn't ideal. If we can give it maybe... Oh, here we go. Here's a chance. Placido from a set piece. Knocks it in. It's headed around. It's bouncing around. And it's a free kick. Oh, Galindo is pushed, which is probably why we got the shot away. So we can't be too disappointed. But just for a second there, we got excited with the ball in the back of the net. Can we give it a demand more coming into the break? It doesn't look like we can, but that's fine. I'm relatively happy with that. Now, what do we say at the break here? Do we say... The match ratings aren't good, are they? We haven't particularly played well. Flamengo is winning the other game. We'll say I'm not happy. Fire him up. We'll tell Rato to watch his step here. We'll tell Galindo to watch his step. Yuri Rojas will tell him he's lost confidence. And even a passionate we've got faith didn't help that. So we'll have to keep an eye on him. It may well be we have to take him off. We do have Rolando Castro on the bench, so he's a good option as well. The one thing I might change actually is we might take him off a pressing forward. Let's look to use him maybe as a poacher. Let's go with a poacher. He's quick, he can finish, get him on the last shoulder. Let's give it a get creative. Come on, boys, come on. Galindo's not having his best game. Do we take him off for Rolando Castro perhaps? Is a 0-0 draw the worst result for us? I mean, it's not. I don't want to play for a draw. Let's try to show some passion here maybe. Let's see if we can out-passion them. We've got to concentrate from this though, boys. Concentrate! Oh! From a friggin' set piece of all the ways to concede a goal. That's always the most annoying, isn't it? We did, I'm sure, work on defending corners at some point. We'll give it another show some passion. It's just a near post flick on. Paradi, I'm not quite sure what he's doing, to be honest. Yeah, he should be roughly where the ball crossed the line. He could have just caught that if he'd stayed home. Is that going to be... Oh, we're lunging into tackles a little bit now. We look reckless, and that is the end of that. It looks like they put the foot down, and when they put their foot down, we just couldn't go with them, could we? Let's give it a demand more. We need to make changes now, don't we? Because if things don't change, nothing's going to change, more or less, isn't it? So let's make that change. Liate's not playing particularly well, so let's take him off for Dela Cruz. Let's take the booking off the field as well. Let's get Cafarata on. Triple change. Can it make any difference? Chances are possibly not. Let's maybe change the passing, and we have to go expressive now. Let's not exploit the flanks. Let's maybe try that. Go back to sort of more of our more usual way of playing. Can we get a bit of pressure on the ball up the field here? It's a lot of space there, isn't it, for them to run into? I almost wonder if we need to... I wonder if they've changed the way they're playing, actually. Oh, that's a stunning goal. We can't do much about that. Yeah, that's a real sinker, isn't it? He has time and he has space, but... Could the keeper... It wasn't really in the corner. Could the keeper have maybe done more? If you're being super, super harsh, perhaps. But I don't know that there's too much we could have done about that, to be honest. We'll try and limit their space in midfield by putting an anchor man in. But again, I just think if this is sort of showing me that we're not going to be able to win the Libertadores with a Peruvian club, are we? We have what I think is a good team here, and we got relatively close to Flamengo. Maybe Palmeiras will end up being in the class of the group, and Flamengo's the one we need to beat at home. Oh, that's stunning as well. I mean, what can you do to that? Give it a concentrate. I don't know what you can do to that. I mean, we've fallen to pieces a little bit this second half, haven't we? But I mean, they haven't. I mean, the corner goal, the first two are a little bit disappointing. The second two, what can you do? What can you do to that? That is just a disappointing game all around, isn't it? We look so good up until half time. and then it all kind of fell to pieces. I'd say sort of the Parati error on the corner wasn't. I don't remember exactly what the second goal was. And as I said, the third and fourth goals were just too good for us. If we look at the league tables, we're still there and thereabouts at the Torneo, but it might be time to check the job market, I think, because that's not a great situation. Speaking of the job market, let's go and have a quick glance at it. I'm downhearted because we were just completely outplayed there, but that Estudiantes job just keeps coming up, doesn't it? I wonder if that's the one we're supposed to get. Huracan is there. Talares, who of course we played last year. There's some options in Argentina there. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm wondering, on the back of that performance, we were just completely and thoroughly outplayed, if that is just maybe the sign that we need to pack up and look elsewhere. We're not in a good run of form though, are we? So maybe that's got something to do with it. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. If you did enjoy that for whatever reason, please do hit thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload new episodes. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll come back and we'll do Phoenix, and we'll do a doubleheader in the Libertadores, basically. This Torneo doesn't really mean anything unless we get to the final. So we'll do a doubleheader with Libertadores tomorrow. So until then, guys, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.